Okay, so welcome back, and now we get to deal with integration formulas and the net change theorem. Okay, so that's going to be our goal for the next several lecture videos. It is going to be looking at integration formulas. So let's start by doing an example. And that didn't work. Okay, so now we're going to apply the power rule here. So again, we're going to integrate this definite integral, so we're going to use the fundamental theorem of calculus, part 2, right? And we're just going to use what we know. So the first thing is we need to find the antiderivative of this thing. So I'm going to rewrite this, and I'm going to distribute this here. So it's going to be the square root of t plus t to the, so let's see, that would be 3/2 dt, right? Okay, so if you can't see it here, you could change this to t to the 1/2 power and distribute it. So this as 1/2 power. Now it becomes obvious that I can use the power rule for integration. So now I got to find the antiderivative. So the integral of this is going to be the antiderivative of this. So again, it's going to be increase the power by 1, divide by the new power. Or in this case, if I'm dealing with fractions, you just multiply by the reciprocal. So in this case here, I'm going to get 3/2. So I'm going to increase this by 1, so that'll give me 3/2. So then I'm going to multiply by 2/3 times t to the 3/2 plus, now I'm going to add 1 to this exponent, which is going to give me 5/2. So I'm going to get 2/5 t to the 5/2 power, and I'm going to evaluate this at 1 and 4, and now I'm going to subtract at the top minus the bottom. So now this is going to equal 2/3 times 4 to the 3/2 plus 2/5 times 4 to the 5/2 minus the whole thing evaluated at 1. Now if I evaluate this at 1, I'm just going to get 2/3 plus 2/5. So I'm just going to write 2/3 plus 2/5. Okay? And now, what does this give me? Well, 2/3, this is going to give me 2/3 times, well, what's 4? The square root of 4 is 2. 2 cubed is 8. And then I'm going to get 2/5 times, again, it's going to be 2 to the 5th, right? It's going to be 4, the square root of 4, which is 2. 2 to the 5th is 32. And then, of course, this is going to be minus 2/3 minus 2/5. Okay, so now this is going to become 16/3 plus 64/5 minus 2/3 minus 2/5. Now, so 16/3 minus 2/3 is going to be 14/3 plus 64/5 minus 2/5 is 62/5. And now I'm going to get a common denominator, so this is going to be 70/15, right? And this is going to be 186/15. And then of course I just, that will give me 256 over 15. And that is not reducible. Yep, that's not reducible. So that's the answer. 256 over 15. All right, see? It's that easy.